Well, if you were one of the people believing that we were going to be getting Olga Marie for the anniversary, congratulations, you are correct. And dude, it has been a wild night. To like thousands of Saint Courts that we're getting, literally. We found what the Olga Marie pieces are going to be for. It's going to be for your quote-unquote Grand Beast. I mean, she's even sporting a new class. Not just the Beast, the Unbeast, which is actually pretty good, right? Depending on her ascension, she's going to get like different power mods and stuff on some of her kit. But normally she is she takes like less damage from the main class people, and then she's kind of like hitting everybody else for neutral, aside from foreigners, but she's like butt blasting them for 3 times damage. It seems like it's going to be quite a strong character. Now, I haven't looked at her kit, which is what we're going to be doing together, you and me, with the only thing that I know about them is that they are a Buster AoE character from a little, like, couple of YouTube posts that I've seen. So, let's just start going through this, because I'm expecting this character to be bonkers. But, dude, first, we gotta check out some of the drip she's rocking. I absolutely love this first Ascension, by the way. This goes hard. Always a big fan of the big floppy hat. Okay, so that's kind of like the Beast Olga Marie that we all know and love, although she's rocking the black tights and stuff. Always love to see that. And then, yeah, this is kind of just, I guess, like more normal Olga Marie. You know, dude, for everybody that says, oh, I love evil women, I can fix them, I think we literally did fix Olga. Did her chest get bigger? She was not always this huge, right? People in the comments will be like, actually, ZTL, I pulled out the measurements, and I know that she did, in fact, improve when she became a beast. This art goes absolutely unbelievably crazy. Alright, cool. So, 5 hits pretty much across the board except in the arts. Bro, just give her the Gil thing. Just let her go 5 across the board. Oh, let me see. What does this Bond CE do? Has this been translated? Do we know what this does? Because, technically, you can make her your Grand Beast with the Olga pieces. We found out that's what that's for. 15% attack and 15% NP gain for the entire party. That's kind of good. That's kind of nutty. Ah, dude, that is so cute. That's pretty radical. I like that. I like that. That's sweet. I like that. Okay, let's get into the skills. Actually, let's check her passives first. She's an Unbeast. 10% arts, 8% for, okay, so like debuff, okay. Divinity, yeah, that's kind of nice. Guts versus threat against humanity. Apply, oh yeah, so yeah, her extra attack is still doing the AoE thing, which is going to make her Brave Chains ridiculous. So whenever her Guts triggers, she get, okay, just, this is a separate skill that she has. So not only does she have Guts against threat against humanity, but she's also getting 20% Buster, Invul for 1 time, and 10% charge whenever you proc her Guts, and then her Guts revives with a 5k. This is like a skill in and of itself. She effectively has 4 skills. That's ridiculous. Hopefully she does have her own Guts in her kit, because this only being against threat against humanity is really good. That's a lot of the hardest fights in the game, but it will mean that for some other fights, you just will not have access to this part of her skill kit. But hopefully she does also just have a way to trigger her Guts. All right, what do we got here? Reduce skill cooldown. What the heck, bro? What is going on here? Oh, it's her different ascensions. Okay. This is going to be, so Ascension 1 and 2 is going to be different from 3, I'm presuming, then. So reduce the skill cooldown by 2 for self. 30% NP damage. That's ridiculous with Oberon. Okay, this is very similar to what she already had for the NPC version, where she butts everybody out, so you're guaranteed to get the Olga Brave Chain. 50 stars! If you don't know why that's good, that effectively means that all of her cards become crits. She guarantees crits. That's ridiculous. Skill seal or NP seal on all the enemies. Healing down. That's kind of nice. So what changes here? 2. Oh, instead of... Okay, this is kind of nifty. Dude, come on. 20% crit and 20% attack while guaranteeing that everybody is going to be critting on that turn. That's kind of ridiculous. And this is effectively on a 5-turn cooldown. This is a 5-turn cooldown skill, which is nuts. The fact that she's a Buster character too means she's going to have some pretty disgusting usage with Koyanskaya. Just to break this down, why this is already really insane. This guarantees, very similar if you've used, it's the Tsukihime CL. She came out last year for Summer. if you've used her, she's ridiculously good. And one of the things is that she butts everybody out, and then you could just get a guaranteed Brave Chain. That's really good, not only going into boss fights, but let's say you get like NP1, Olga Marie, and you're more reliant on face cards, presuming that her damage isn't like 70,000 as an AoE character. This is a guaranteed way to always have that, because you can get this back with Koyan Sky, because it'll be on a 5-turn cooldown. That also means you could stack 60% NP damage, which is ridiculous. And then over here, though, if you need her in multi-core setups, I mean, dude, this is nothing to shake a stick at. Like, 20% attack, 20% crit damage, and we're all critting guaranteed. Very, very strong opener. They just... Okay. They just kept the 300% battery. Now, okay, let me preface this. Let me just say that if her overcharge isn't crazy or anything, then the 300% battery might as well be 100% battery, right? Because if the overcharge isn't something that's worth going into, then, you know, you get what I'm saying, right? But if her overcharge is even remotely good, if it's any type of, like, party support, damage for herself, stacking, power mod, anything, this is bonkers. Because combined with this, she starts at 500%, so she's getting max overcharge. 500% chance to drain HP. Okay, well, who cares? You know what this is, actually? This is a buff for Ace the Savior, because you're losing HP. That's really good for Ace's charisma skill for everybody, huh? Anybody? Or it's a 50% battery for herself, 30% for the party, and then she still gets the overcharge. Okay, so this second skill is just broken. It'll depend on how good her overcharge is. But even if her overcharge isn't anything, this is still functionally a 100% battery. It means she'll work with anything, Black Rail, all that good stuff. Because, oh, look at that 7-turn cooldown. Yeah, she's going to be compliant with Black Rail. This is all of her. Yeah, this is all cooldowns. Yeah, this is ridiculous. So this is just free Black Rail, is what we're saying. So she's just off-rip. Big free damage. But then this is very strong for multi-core setups. If this was a team overcharge, whew, she'd go to a different school. But this is already really good. Skill 3, what do we got? Okay, yeah, it reduces her NP gauge by 100%. They kept that. Oh no, it drains 300% for very similar effects to the NPC one. Yeah, this is what I was talking about earlier, that depending on what Ascension you're in, I did see this, that she gets special damage against the main classes, and then on the extra classes over here on the other Ascension, right? So this one is a 50% mana burst for her, because remember, she's getting both of these. She's a member in the party. 100% extra attack buff. Look, I told you guys it was coming at some point. We're going to get an extra class, or extra attack support. Oh, it's for everybody. It's not just for herself. Okay, that's really hilarious. And then 30% crit damage, so... Well, you can't stack that with this one, because this is Ascension 3. This will be for Ascension 1 and 2. Okay. 50% NP gain? What? And then, oh, we just tack this onto the end? Everybody just pierces invincibility? Okay, cool. I'm sure that won't be bonkers at all. This is 30%, 100%, still 30% crit. Well, never. Okay, well, I guess you do get to stack it with the other thing. Never mind. Still 50%. Ooh, okay, and then it gives 3-turn debuff immunity for the party just for free. Just like that. Like that, like that. Like, just for free. Dude, that's disgusting. That's... Oh my goodness. And she's giving everybody invincibility for 1 time for 3 turns. Jesus, dude. Oh my goodness. Alright, yeah. Sure. Alright, well, what is he... Okay, so she has 1 NP. So that makes things a little bit more simple. So no matter what you're doing... Okay, just slaps everybody with every demerit, no demand. A human, that should be man attribute. Over here on Atlas Academy, when they put attribute human, that should be man attribute. Oh my goodness, and she has star power mod. And, yep, would you look at that? She does actually have a really good overcharge. It's a power mod, so broken. Oh, and the attack is tied to that as well. And she's stacking attack for the whole party. Nice. Okay. So she's broken. So she's filthy disgusting. And you can functionally guarantee you're going to get her because if you finished Ordeal Call 4, you get 1,000 Saint Quartz, so you're guaranteed to be able to pity this character. So everybody has access to the most bonkers character of all time. This character is disgusting. This is a mix of a self-sufficient, just loop all over the place character to also being a support. Like, she's a stacking support? Like, I mentioned multi-core, but, dude, like, she's stacking everybody's attack. You're getting dude, you're getting 30% attack on the first one, just for popping this. The demerit is you do need to get extra copies of her. She is going to be one of those characters that I think will be a lot better when you bag extra copies, because, like I said for this, you can only fully take advantage of this skill if you've at least got her at NP3, that way you can actually charge up to 300%. But this character does seem worth it. It does seem worth, dude. I don't know, power mod against man and star? Dude, we are just power creeping other characters with power mod. Yeah, this character's good. Yeah, that's demeaning her a little bit. She's disgusting. She's broken, dude. Yeah, like, if you're an Olga fan, you summon for this character. She's so good, man. I am looking forward to getting my grubby little mitts on this character, and we're pretty much guaranteed to get them. It's just how many copies of them do we get? Maybe that is why they were comfortable being like, yeah, you can have 1,000, Saint Quartz. You can guarantee get this character, but their real strength comes out whenever you have 2 extra copies of them. So you can fully take advantage of this skill right here. It'll be a little interesting, because I think this will be something you kind of have to play around a little bit. But if you want to use it as a Buster Looper, you don't need to use this skill at all, right? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, you lose out on some damage, but if you don't want to, like, lose all of your NP, you don't have to do that. I don't think. Yeah. It's going to be a little awkward in 3rd Ascension, because this only gives her 50%, but this still requires a 300% drain. So that's a little weird. Like, this synergizes with this, that if you do want the skill 3, you can immediately get 300% and then drain 300%. Does this not work? Hold on. Can you not use this skill? No, wait. It says 100% right there. I'm going to need somebody to give me clarification for this, because this says drain 300%, but this says 100%. Does that just mean, like, I'm gonna have to get in there and, like, fiddle around with this a little bit? I gotta see how this works, because I'm getting 2 different values. Unless this just means 100% of however much NP she has, and 300% is the maximum you can have. So this would still work, though. Yeah, okay, yeah, if I'm grasping it correctly, even if you have the 50% battery, this will just take 100% of whatever if it just takes 100% of whatever you have, could you just give her, like, Oberon's first skill, like the Charisma, and she'll just suck the 20%, and you still get all the benefits from that? Because if so, this is broken. You can just completely sidestep that. Like, you can just use Oberon's thing, use this, and then you're just free to pop off with all the other skills as per usual. That's kind of disgusting. That's a little filthy. I want to test that out a little bit. I want to see if that's how that works. Because if it does, that's humongous. Because you can just abuse this skill. Alright, well, I'm going to go to bed. And then I'm going to wake up. I'm going to test the character out. And then we're probably going to summon on Monday. You guys let me know how many Olgas you bagged in the comment section down below. And y'all can also clarify some things. Because this character is going to be good regardless. It's just how good into good is she getting. But as per usual, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!